Tommy, I was hanging out with my friend Kate.
Uh-huh.
You ever have a friend named Kate before?
I don't think so.
They're the best sort of friends to have, and this is a superior Kate to all the inferior Kates out there.
Name specific, huh?
Name specific, absolutely. I find that the shittier the name is, the worse a friend they are.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, Randy's a pretty shitty name.
No, it's pretty great.
Really?
It's pretty awesome.
Really?
Like, I'm a stand-up guy. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Your name doesn't fit.
Oh, I did break the mold.
Your name's
actually.
Randy. You kind of look like a Randy. You kind of more look like a Todd.
I don't look like a Todd.
I think you look like a Todd.
You're ridiculous. You look like a turd. What do you say now, friend?
Whatever you say, Todd.
Okay, turd. So Kate and I, proper English.
Okay.
Some
Capital K.
You got to capitalize that. The I is capital too, as in me.
Oh, I was going to say there's an I in Kate.
I'm always capital. Kate and I, we were at the dollar store.
Big night out.
Big night out, yes. This is a place where everything costs $1.
Oh, yeah, the real dollar stores. Because if you go to like Dollar General and stuff or Family Dollar.
Oh, it's all a scam.
Yeah.
That's a scam. This is a place where the almighty dollar is king, Tommy.
Yep. The real dollar store.
It's like inflation never happened up in this mug. It's like off-brand cereal, Captain Crutch or Licky Charms. Get it, $1. It's like G.I. James soldier action figures.
G.I. James. Oh.
Drop that Washington, it's yours.
Oh, I thought you were going to say drop that beat, D-boy. I was like, well, that was fast.
Wow. That's hardly a build-up for a cold open, sir. I know I said Licky Charms, and that's highly hilarious, but that wasn't much of a punchline. But we were on a mission in this dollar store, you see. Because whenever you go to a dollar store, you should be on a mission. If you're in a dollar store just milling about, then reevaluate your life choices.
Right.
Okay?
Just stopped on a whim.
Who whims at a dollar store?
Seen what was on clearance.
You need better whims, sir or ma'am.
Do you guys have any kites?
Yeah, I got an idea. Go fly a kite in an electric storm, you asshole. Jesus Christ, with your whims.
For a grill cleaner, you gotta...
Yeah. This isn't toxic, is it? We were on a mission anyways. We go to the store, we get our purchases, and we get to the counter.
Ooh, numerous purchases.
Numerous
okay, so you're doing
purchase.
a little dollar store shopping.
Oh, so a little shopping.
Okay.
A little shopping spree.
Yeah. Get a couple wood spoons.
Some wood spoons.
A tablecloth.
Yeah. Tablecloth clips for a real sweet picnic area.
A Mylar balloon.
Well, yeah. And it said happy on it.
Oh.
Just to set the mood, you know.
Just to make sure. Just in case you forget.
Just in case you forget, just look to the balloon and it will remind you. So we get our purchases, and a lad by the name of Paul with the fluffiest hair was our cashier.
Fluffy hair, so a lot of hair?
He had a lot of hair, this Paul. He was the cash register man. He couldn't be less excited to be interacting with the folks, the people.
Well, probably you especially. He's like, oh, look at this, Todd.
Okay, Paul, with your fluff. So Kate had a cup of coffee, as women are known to do.
Sure. Men too. It's a unisex drink.
It's a unisex drink. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Don't get all saucy on this program, please.
I've had 3 cups of coffee today, and I'm not a Kate.
You're not a Kate. You're a eunuch, though, so it's close.
My dad used to tell people that when.
Oh, really? Wow, that's great.
He would just go, I don't know.
He was like, "This is my son, the eunuch."
He'd say, "This is my son Tommy's really unique.
Ah, that's funny.
Yeah.
I like that. I'm glad you clarified that. I'm like, I think that might be child abuse, actually.
Everybody point and laugh at the eunuch.
Go sit in the corner, eunuch.
Dad, stop! I got a wiener.
You're not a unicorn. You're just a eunuch. Wow.
I was just going to say no. He just always thought that was funny, and it is funny. He hasn't done it in a long time. I should remind him.
You should. That needs to be something that comes back up again. So we get up to unenthusiastic Paul and his fluffy fucking hair and his devil does care attitude. Because it wasn't devil may care, because this guy seemed to care about everything. As I said before, Kate had a cup of coffee. She polished it off in that store.
Uh-huh.
She finished it. So she asked young Paul, if he had a trash can in which she could deposit this empty cup.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you know he does.
You have to, right?
Right.
Paul says, is it empty? Because sometimes people give us drinks to throw away and they still have liquid in them and then it gets all over the place and makes a mess. This is what Paul says in real life. This Paul.
Paul's very black and white, huh?
Oh, yeah, really. Like, whoa, Paul, you prick in the mud there.
You sure you're just not finished with it?
Yeah. Are you the master and the ruler of the trash can, making these on-the-fly trash can calls here, these rules?
Last week he went to take the trash out and he got strawberry banana smoothie all over his hands.
All over his precious little pink fingers. How dare him? And she says, no, it's empty. Because of course it is.
Right.
I don't know if you know this or not, but Kates really like their coffee so much so they're not going to leave a single drippy drop left of that precious caffeine in there. Polish it.
Again, name specific.
Name specific, you know? She says, no, it's empty. He promptly takes that cup from her and shakes it side to side. He makes a show out of it, a big performance art piece, shaking an empty cup filled with zero liquid. Shake, 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 shake. And she looks at me, directly at me, like, what the fuck? And I'm like, oh, I'm watching. I see what's going on here.
It's got to be Paul empty.
It's got to be Paul empty. It's Paul specifically empty.
Yeah.
One single drop, and no, not in this trash can, babe.
What if he took it and finished it in front of her?
That would have been the best move.
Now it's empty.
It had some in it. I must finish it.
Caramel mocha.
Fatality.
Finish it.
Yeah, you trying to catch somebody in a coffee lie there, Paul? What are you doing? Were you going to deny this woman the privilege of tossing her coffee into your garbage can? Is that what you were doing? My God, you lunatic. Did you have a bad incident at Starbucks? Did somebody call you Paulo at Starbucks? Or did somebody mistake you for a Tim? Because I tell you, this Paul had a very Timmy face. So perhaps he got mistaken for a Tim with his Timmy face. And maybe that's why he's all hurt about all the coffee liquids in his trash can.
Didn't like his fluffy hair, maybe?
Maybe not. I mean...
How old was Paul?
I would say Paul was in his early to mid-20s.
Okay.
Much too young to be given a single flying fuck about the store in which he worked, I would say. And the trash can rules therein. Like... You best thank your lucky stars, Paul, while we're on the subject, that young Tommy over here didn't waddle into your establishment, because have you heard what he does to trash cans?
Did. One time.
Done, dung, right in that trash can. Over. Refer back to previous episodes if you don't believe me, but Tommy will ruin a trash can like no one's business. But anyways, Tommy, I ask you this question. Should we salute this Paul for guarding the dryness integrity of his trash can?
No, absolutely not.
Should we honor Paul for standing by an arbitrary garbage can rule that only he chooses to enforce?
Nope.
No. Should we drop that beat, D-boy?
Yep.
We're drinking summer shandy on Thursday. We so motherfucking out here, though. We never been this out here. Woo! So strange when it's changing the sleep. What you know about Leonard Skinner? The whacker the intro, the hotter the verse every time, baby. Well, I've been working like a working man do. Got my act together, gonna walk all over you. Pressure pushing down on me, pushing down on you. Shit, let's raise the roof. Woo! About time, it's the era of the rebels. Cloud 9 in the air up in the vessels. Generation feel careless, got a taste for weirdness. Flow on fire, that's the way my beard is. Hard times, jump starting the grind. It's all good, y'all. Things fall apart sometimes. Let it go, let me know when you're ready, though. Don't push me, cuz until the edge I'm close. When the time comes, ride for something. Or live to be 9 and then just die for nothing. Speak their heart, your baby speak their mind. And I'ma play their part and I'ma freak that rhyme one time for you. Rhyme one time for you. I'm an island, man. There ain't nothing else by me, man. And I drink enough whiskey to float a battleship around this bitch any motherfucking how. Wow. All up in a mix and a place to be. You down for the night, come funk with me. Like ABC, like 1, 2, 3. As I breathe, like a part of the sea. All up in a mix and a place to be. You down for the night, come funk with me. Like ABC, like 1, 2, 3.
Welcome to the Miserable Retail Slave Show. We're coming to you from the Pod Shack or Tommy's Lair outside beautiful Flint, Michigan, USA. My name is Randy. Tommy is over there. How is everybody doing today? Maybe you need to fix that microphone.
Oh, maybe I should turn
Maybe
it
you
on.
should turn the microphone on.
I thought I had the one that didn't have the switch.
I should mention that we are going on our 7th year of this podcast, and Tommy still has no single clue what he's doing.
Well, I had a microphone, a really fancy one that doesn't have a on-off switch, and I switched it out, so I forgot I had the one that turns on and off.
I mean, come on. You need a switch that turns on and off. I wish I had a switch on you that could turn you on and off, buddy.
Oh, you can just fire me, believe me.
I've tried, and you say, oh, no, Randy. You're,
Stop crying, Randy. I'll come back.
yeah, that cry tears of joy. You mistake the salty discharge for happiness and not sad, sir. Seems like you know the difference between a frown and a smile. Maybe not, because I'm sure the beloved frowns at you often. And you're like, yeah, she's pretty happy.
Yeah. Well, not with a Todd face. I can't figure it out.
You can't figure it out with my Todd face.
That's right.
Sometimes I look at your turd face and I'm like, oh, my God. But anyways, Tommy has figured out how to work that microphone, which is great.
For now.
For now. Oh,
I'm only one beer in. We'll see.
oh my God.
This is the first podcast I've drank on in a while.
Yeah. Tommy, if you get lost in the fog of your own thoughts, I'll be your lighthouse. I'll guide you back out.
Aw.
You're welcome, sir. I am that stand-up guy. Oh, God. Your body has so many random tattoos, it looks like a GeoCities website. You ever been told that? That's what
Forbidden.
Forbidden. Bunch of
Page not found.
animated cats on there. Tommy's just a walking GIF over there. Anyways, we are a big dumb comedy show, and we thank you so much for tuning in. We deal with life, love, and the odd daily occurrences that keep life interesting. If this is your first time listening, God bless you. Thank you for coming. We are here to entertain you. That comes in the form of a lot of things. Stupid stories.
Yeah.
That happens.
Got 'em.
We are already done. Dumb puns. I'm sure we've done that. The banter between Tommy and I, we've done that a few times already. And stories from our lives, both personal and impersonal. We've done that, I think, too.
All right.
Already in one episode.
Look at that.
Now you got it.
With a perfect soundtrack to sidewalk drinking. Is that what it is?
Driveway drinking, actually. Yeah.
Driveway
So
drinking.
thank you so much, everybody, for listening. We appreciate your punk asses.
Yeah. Useless yet enjoyable.
That is a listener review. This is true. so true. Retail therapy, Tommy, have you heard of this?
No. It doesn't sound like it would work.
You've never heard of retail therapy is this thing where women like to shop a whole lot
Oh, so it's not real therapy.
and
I
spend
get
all
it.
the men's money because stereotype.
Shopaholics.
Yeah, you've never heard of retail therapy before?
Well, now that you put it that way, maybe.
Okay, sir.
I got a degree in clinical psychology, so when people say therapy, I just go to like real therapy.
Well, maybe that's a good idea. Maybe it's time that we, the poor miserable lot in retail, maybe it's time we start to practice actual retail therapy.
I'm sure it works.
Because I was at the gas station the other day.
Yeah.
I know this is blowing people's mind. Like, you went to a gas station? Holy shit. You know?
Again.
I live a little, okay?
I think 90% of your stories start out with, I was at the gas station the other day.
Pretty much, because have you been around the gas stations in the
The
area?
only place Randy goes.
That's all I seem to do anymore is buy gas. That's a true story. And also, if you go into these gas stations, they're filled with some characters.
Sure.
So many characters. Slamming door. So the gas station, this is a place where you get, I don't know, gas.
Uh-huh.
You ever get gas there?
Yeah.
Cigarillos, junk food, snacks.
Yep.
You ever get those?
Drinks.
Excuse me?
Drinks.
Drinks?
Yeah.
What kind of drinks?
Like a Diet Mountain Dew.
Ew.
Or if they do have a Busch Light, then you maybe you want a Busch Light.
Maybe you want a Busch Light.
I bet you got this from the gas station.
I went to a proper liquor store for that.
Oh, a liqueur.
Well, only the best for you. The liquor stores, Busch Lights are better than gas station bus
Sure.
lights.
Busch
Bus
Light's
lights.
the best.
Bus lights, actually. The red lights are flashing, Tommy. Don't drink another.
He's saying, "Oh no, stop!"
Yeah. So this isn't the first time I've seen something like this. The customer at the counter, she was just going to town on her life.
Oh,
And the poor gas cashier was stuck there nodding affirmations and smiling politely.
just trying, right?
Just trying to be that person.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in her head, she's like, go away now so I can text on my phone.
Right, you're taking up my precious time.
But outside, she was like, oh, you know. I just noticed you had a book that says Comedy Writing Secrets. How's that helping out? Is that
I
working
haven't
for you?
opened it.
Oh, you don't need them. You figured it out. I already wrote that book, says Tommy. We're in,
No,
we're in Tommy's quote-unquote office. This
Yeah.
is the house of comedy. This is the house that comedy built.
The Tom
over here.
Shack.
The Tom Shack. What else you got there? Understanding Buddhism, Kevin Hart, Sick in the Head by Judd Apatow, Bruce Springsteen, Born to Run, or not Born to Run. Is it Born to Run?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought so. The War of Art, Comedy Writing Secrets. What's the WTF one?
I'm not sure. Honestly, I don't know.
I actually have like the War of Art, the Bruce Springsteen, Sick in the Head, and the Kevin Hart book.
Look at that.
Look
It's
at
like
that.
yours.
We have. It's probably mine. The way you take my stuff and never return it. So
One time I took your Goodwill hunting
and had it for 15 years. You still have it somewhere.
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 I probably let somebody else borrow it.
You probably did.
Don't worry, I don't need it back.
Yeah, you're that person. I bought a whole new copy for like $2. I found it at the store for $2. I'm like, I might as well. I'm never going to see that. So this customer, you know, she's just going to town. You might as well pull a stool up to that counter at this point and tell your life story, lady.
Yeah.
That's what you should do. And she's like, yeah, he's stuck in my house again with his kids. He broke his leg, so I got to take care of him and run out and buy cigarettes. It's like, buy your own fucking cigarettes. That's what she says in a store. She swore. Can you believe it?
In public?
She swore in the store. I heard that or.
I'm doing a show on Friday, and they said I can't say the F word.
No, where's this place?
It's
Prude
gonna
Town,
be
USA?
In your town, in Frankenmuth.
Frankenmuth?
Uh-huh.
It's not my town. It's a town
should
that
be.
tourism built.
You've been in there enough.
It's a town
You
that
haven't taken
chicken
it
built.
over yet?
Oh, I forgot you're doing that whole laughing thing.
Yeah, laughs and loggers.
Excellent. Anyways, so this lady was a real fucking peach. She's sitting there and just talking and going to town. And I've seen this before. The poor retail worker is cornered by a random rabid customer just with life stories and life problems. And they just let the issues fly like we care.
Sure.
We don't care. We don't care. So retail therapy, this is the new definition. When the customer walks in, talks about the issues, and the retail worker is forced to listen to him. It's stupid.
Yeah, not fun.
It's not fun. You sort of work in sales occasionally.
Yeah.
Once in a blue corn moon.
Right. It's been 6 months, but...
Has that ever happened to you? Somebody,
Oh, God. Oh, yeah. I mean, more so than not.
in your profession, and you sell like stuff,
Motorsports, yeah.
motorsports. Yeah, that seems like a real midlife crisis job.
Sometimes
there.
I think it can be,
Yeah. So I'm sure you hear a whole bunch of deals where, oh, my toupee is falling
Yeah.
out.
The wife just left, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's the worst one you've heard? Tell me now.
A guy started crying one time because his wife just left him,
And he started crying.
Yeah.
How soon ago did she leave?
I think it was like 3 weeks or something.
Oh,
And,
man.
he was coming in there so he can buy a bike to take to the bar and pick up a new girlfriend.
Oh, because that's what you need to pick up a chick is a chopper.
Yeah.
Do you think? Okay, let's play hot or not. How hot was this man? Could he have picked up a chick without a motorcycle?
Depends on the chick.
Depends on the chick.
Right.
Okay.
He had a cigarette in his ear. So.
Oh, okay. Maybe not then.
The
Maybe
work
not.
shirt that he actually worked. Looked like
Okay.
a mechanic. He was pretty scruffy.
Man, I don't know. The cigarette in the ear tells me that no, this man ain't got no game.
Like I said, it depends on the chick, right?
I suppose so. Like, and it depends what he's looking for. Maybe he's looking for a down ass chick with a butter face. I don't know.
Depends what bar he wants.
Depends
to go
what bar. There's a whole lot of options.
Sure.
Depends what he's into.
Yep.
I mean, there's someone out there for everyone, Tommy.
Yeah. He didn't buy the bike. So
He didn't buy the bike, so he didn't get the girl.
He did come back
That's-
about 6 months later and say
And he got the girl?
No, he said he's got a girlfriend now, and she's wanting him to get one, and
Oh, see?
he's just talking. Yeah, he's
He-
just doing the retail therapy.
He should have cut out the middleman, got that bike in the first place, and they would have had sex already. Said he had to wait 6 months.
Happily ever after.
Yeah. You get that hog, and then I'll ride that hog.
Ooh.
Tommy, slow down. Get your mind out of the gutter. But here's my idea. We should start charging for this retail therapy. Maybe set up a booth somewhere and be a real mean bitch psychologist like Lucy from that Peanuts.
Oh,
She used
yeah.
to set up that thing and charge money and just have the worst advice. She's
We
like,
can get Delilah on.
Delilah. Oh, yeah. She's a real condescending treat, too,
I don't know
isn't
how spanned out she is. Is she nationwide?
She's syndicated.
Is she?
Well, in case you're not aware,
I said spanned out.
spanned out. That's
That works, right?
That's your
You get the
vocab
idea.
word for the day, folks. Write that down in the MRS vocab book. Spanned out.
Well,
Words by Tommy.
it fits in the sentence.
It does, but does it fit in the crossword puzzle? I doubt the New York Times will allow that. So Delilah is, she's I don't know, a love host.
Yeah, I guess.
guess.
A radio show host of the.
She likes to, she deals in the business of love, I would say.
Yep.
In the heartbreak and the smiles and the happiness and the loss and everything.
Tell it to Delilah, honey.
Yeah, tell it to Delilah, honey.
Yeah,
Like Tommy
and then
said.
Delilah always has some shitty fucking generic advice.
She does that somebody probably wrote for her.
Yeah,
Probably,
for sure.
Probably Dr. Phil said it one time and she copied it. But
And then she plays like Foreigner or something. And everything.
usually she's on adult contemporary radio stations, which are the worst
Yeah.
radio stations known to man.
Right.
They play all the songs that make you black out because they're so boring and dumb.
It's almost elevator music, right?
Yeah, it's one step removed from that. You take away the lyrics and that's all it is.
But you're always a woman to me.
They play the worst garbage on there. The worst stuff. And so Delilah will listen to a letter and read it in a real heartfelt voice
Yeah.
and then play a song that she thinks will assist or illuminate or encourage. And
Yeah.
it's always the wrong song, in my opinion. Every time I've ever heard Delilah and she's like, this song's for you. And it's like Walking on Sunshine. I'm like, the lady just said her husband killed herself.
He killed himself. Yeah. Right.
I don't think Walking on Sunshine is appropriate. So, but yeah, set up a place where people can buy their Pall Malls lotto tickets and bitch for an hour and a half about that no good son of a bitch who just sits on his ass all day farting and using your electricity. That no good. I ought to kick him out, that son of a
Is
bitch.
that what she's saying?
Probably.
Pauline.
Pauline, probably. Probably a Pauline. Only Paulines talk like that for reals. Oh, Tommy, what a life we live, right?
Sure. Third time's a charm.
Third time's a charm, chirping into that microphone with that same eager voice. How about that?
Yeah. Never give up.
Never give up. But what a life we live. Like, you're going, geez, old Pete's, man. That was obnoxious.
I didn't know.
You didn't know.
I didn't know it was going to come across that nice.
Goodness gracious. So you've got an adult job again,
Ugh.
kind of.
Yeah, I guess.
selling dreams to broken hearts.
Right. Yeah,
That's what
yeah,
you're
yeah.
doing.
I'm going back to selling the Harleys and the motorsports.
Man, your life could be like a Hallmark movie. Selling dreams to broken hearts.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Okay.
I'm not very fond of the job.
I'm really upset by your hair tonight. It looks like you have the worst comb over ever.
Well, I've been wearing a hat all day. So
Okay.
I just
That's what happens. You got comb over hair.
took
now.
my hat off. So
Yeah.
sorry, Randy.
Would you see a fine lass coming by, so you tipped your hat to her? Oh, good afternoon to you,
I
ma'am.
saw you walk into the door, and I said, "Well, it's rude to have Randy over and I have a hat on."
God damn it. Gonna run some gel in there or something.
No,
Okay. But, I mean, that might cut down on our comedy. Like, I love Tommy having comedy shows because sometimes I go with him. We have the stupidest adventures.
Yeah.
We do. Like, the one time we went to Lansing, I don't think we ever talked about this. We stopped at the Midway Tavern. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we
and,
did.
like, I was on a bender that night. Do you
oh,
remember
my
that?
God. Didn't we do, like, a shot there, too?
We did. Yeah, we did a shot and a beer. And that episode's in the archives, by the way. Look for it in December.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the one where I was lost in my feels. I got
Oh, yeah.
I got dumped by Angie.
Right, but then we didn't talk about going to the Midway. Okay.
No, we never talked about it, but it was funny because Tommy's like, "Oh, I got a grand idea," and he's like, "We'll stop here." I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah, I've never been to that bar before.
So we go to the door, and the door said, "Go around back to the back door." There was a sign on it. And so here's two idiots prowling about in the night. We ended up roaming around someone's backyard for some reason.
Yeah.
And we're like, it's like we were sticking our paws underneath random doors like we were cats trying to find a way in.
We finally get all the way around to the side of the building where the door's at, and we can literally see the car.
Yeah.
It's like we did like almost a full circle.
Well, I remember we stopped, and when we were in somebody's backyard and there was like a cellar door, we were like, "Is that it? Did we open that?" And literally, we see a back door. Is that it? I don't know. I open it. You open it. And then finally, we went all the way around, saw the vehicle, and the door was right there.
It should have said
idiots.
side door. It
Should have said
it
side door,
shouldn't have
not
said
back door. We're lucky we didn't get shot in that Midway Tavern. And then we go inside the Midway Tavern, and it was all locals, and
Yeah.
you could see the barmaid's C-section scar, and
Was she wearing a midriff?
she was. I'm sure she was the talk of the town. I'm sure all the pool boys playing all the pool there were like, "Oh, that's my girlfriend tonight."
Yeah, and it was a Monday night. So.
It was a Monday night. I do remember as we were leaving, there was two blondes that walked in. I'm like, "What are these two doing here?" Because they were completely out of place. And I was like,
They never stopped at the Midway Tavern before.
yeah, they never will again, I bet.
I probably won't either.
And I was being super loud. Really? I'd go back in a heartbeat.
You liked it?
Oh, yeah. I was being super loud about my problems, and Tommy was getting really nervous and upset because I was talking about my life, and he hates when I do that. He's like, "Oh, this isn't what I'm built for. I don't need to be hearing this."
Beer therapy.
Yeah, beer therapy. I'll drink beer. I don't need that beer therapy.
Only got a degree in clinical psychology.
But I don't want to hear about your fucking problems.
Not unless you pay me.
Tommy, the real therapist. I don't want to hear about your fucking problems. Right on his business
Get
card.
over it. Just wearing a shirt.
Yes.
Get over it.
That's the billboard right there. You with your black shirt and black empowerment jeans, arms folded. Get over it.
Accepts all major credit cards.
Yeah. Tommy, the realist therapist. Get over it. You're wasting your time. Go cry those tears elsewhere.
A therapist for men. Oh, I should start a therapy clinic where they can just come in and drink.
Yeah. A
Maybe
therapist for
barbecue.
men. Yeah.
Yeah.
What would that entail? Probably drinking a lot of Monsters and watching UFC fights.
I would do beer, whiskey, and we'd have a lot of meats they can buy.
A lot of meats.
I
Yeah.
could have
Grill up
yeah,
some meat.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's probably the best way to get to the bottom of like men emotions.
Yeah. Are you more of a Bill Withers guy or a BB King guy?
Yeah.
What do you want?
Yeah, play some good blues, get them real drunk. Oh, they'll sing like canaries then.
Yeah.
And then they'll feel real good about themselves later.
Go ahead and drive home now.
Yeah, go. I'm not going to go. No, you know what? You double up as an Uber driver. You charge them for the therapy and the liquor.
Then I
and
just put on a cabbie hat.
Absolutely. Charge them for the therapy, the liquor, and the steak, then drive them home as an Uber driver.
Tommy's barroom therapy.
Yes, this is a great idea. Why has nobody ever thought of this before? This is perfect.
So you get a bar, a ride home, and a therapy session and dinner.
I mean, what could be better? That's a perfect night out, I guess.
Yeah.
You know?
For all those guys that say therapy sucks, come have a medium rare steak.
Come have it medium rare. Man.
Listen to the King of the Blues.
The King of the Blues. Are you into blues music? You like that blues?
It depends. I can do like some BB King. I can do some Bill Withers and stuff. I can't do it for a very, very long time. Now, if you consider like Jimi Hendrix blues, I guess the standard blues I can only take for so long. But then if you get into like Cajun blues, like Tab Benoit.
What did you just say to me? Tab Benoit.
Tab Benoit is a guy out of Louisiana. He's from the Bayou.
He's from the Bayou.
And he has a interesting, it's Cajun blues. Yeah, almost Zydeco kind of stuff, but it's really good.
Interesting.
Yeah. What about you? Are you a blues guy? I mean, I can do blues, but I can't do it for a very long time. Like
I like the blues.
maybe a half hour or so. Then
Yeah, I think if I listen to too much of it at once, it starts to blend together to me.
sure, that's what I mean.
But every now and then,
yeah, you gotta go from you can't just leave BB King on. You gotta go to like Van Morrison and Jimi Hendrix. And,
oh, that's a good mix.
yeah,
Some Van Morrison.
I can DJ the blues.
Do you think you could DJ the blues?
DJ the shit out of the blues.
Man. Yeah, I mean, you could do that. You could play the blues. Really, you could add that to your repertoire. You could DJ the blues, chicka chicka chicka, while you're therapying. And
Right.
man,
Well, the trick is they don't even know they're in a therapy session. They think they're just bitching to their buddy.
that's the trick. There it is.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
That's my thing is that I'm not a therapist. I'm their friend. They just pay me really well.
you're the best friend I've ever had.
Whatever steak that you're buying for yourself, you got to buy one. Got to buy one for me too.
Yeah, I like it. Man, their bank account would be super fucked,
Yeah.
which is an adjective that Tommy used today, and it sounds like something you would find in some creeper's misconnection.
What's that? Super fucked?
Yeah. You said I'm super fucked, and I'm like, whoa, jeez. I'd like a good super fuck.
What did I say about that? Oh, about the new job?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm super fucked. Man.
Yeah, I have high hopes.
I can tell. I mean, that's an optimistic point of view.
I just want to tell jokes.
I just want to be funny. No, you said you hate comedy. So.
Yeah, I do. Pretty much. I've been turning down some gigs lately, so.
You can't have your cake and eat it too, sir.
Oh.
Yeah.
Story of my life.
Story of my existence. All I want is some cake that I could eat too.
Sure. Ice cream cake.
Fuck yeah. I'd mow down on that shit. Tommy, I saw this article and it really blew my mind. The average American spends almost $18,000 a year on non-essentials.
Oh, wow.
Right? I barely make
That sounds like an
18,000.
American
Yeah.
thing to do.
Right?
That's a first world problem.
The average U.S. adult spends $1,497 per month on non-essential items, according to research commissioned by Ladder and conducted by OnePoll. All told, that's roughly $18,000 a year on things we can do without.
Huh. What do they consider? Like, I mean,
deodorant
better not be on there.
They broke it down. Restaurant meals, $209 a month.
Yeah.
I could see that. Drinks, $188 a month.
A week?
A week. Takeout or delivery, $177. Buying lunch, $173. Impulse purchases, $108. Personal grooming, $94.
Yeah, you got to do that.
You got to groom. Also, you got to eat.
Yeah.
So I don't know why they're all mad
I
about
think they're saying, like, buy 10 Lunchables and
yeah,
be good for a week.
Well, they include restaurant meals, takeout, and buying lunch. And that adds up to like $700. So maybe you should go to the grocery store, spend $100, and like
call it good.
Eat well. Subscription boxes $93, cable
What
$90.
Oh,
gym memberships $72.
What? Mine's only $35.
Yeah, I don't know. Like how many? Maybe special classes or something. Coffee $20 a month, which seems awful low to me.
Yeah, but I make my coffee at home most of the time.
Yeah, but I don't think most people do. Bottled water $17 a month. Again, that seems very low to me.
Yeah, because I buy at least one a day. So yeah,
I buy one a day and I fill it up. So several times.
Yeah, I just do it for the gym and I usually toss it. So.
Yeah, you
I used to fill it up, but then I heard that if water gets warm in your car, it could cause cancer.
Okay, everything causes
that's
cancer.
A real thing.
Yeah,
that's like I didn't realize that a lot of people knew that, and you're actually not supposed to do it.
Oh, okay.
If the water gets warm in your car, you're supposed to throw it out.
Why?
It's a real thing. Like the plastic releases some weird chemical that fucks you up. It's a real thing. I swear. I never heard of it, but I thought I was pretty stupid for not hearing it.
You know what else causes cancer?
Breathing.
The sun. So, I mean,
no, it's
going to get you one way or the other.
That people say
sun.
Definitely. Oh no.
That sun makes so many people happy, and I'm like, why? It's just going to kill you.
Vitamin D.
Yeah, exactly. Vitamin D. Absolutely. Yeah. On that note, I think we should take a quick short little break, huh?
All right.
You're listening to the Miserable Retail Sausage.
I'm Nick.
And I'm Justin, and we can't believe it's already time for the 2019 live stream for The Cure.
Thanks to our amazing peers, listeners, and supporters, last year we crushed our goal of $5,000 for the Cancer Research Institute.
The Cancer Research Institute is funding research into immunotherapy to create a future immune to all forms of cancer. Every single cent we raise goes to them.
And they're also rated over 92% on charitynavigator.org.
This year, we're aiming our sights even higher with our most ambitious event to date.
Join us May 17th through the 19th on twitch.tv/epicfilmguys for 40 hours of live content from us and other amazing shows who will join us to try to reach $7,500.
Please visit www.livestreamforthecure for more information or to find out how you can be a part of the event. Together, we can make a difference.
We in the freezing cold. Car hard coat, Timberland boots, no joke. Fuck, I give what haters say. All I did was stay the same. Cut to fat, came to rage. Cut to black on the crazy train. In, wheels off. My dope in, like my scalp peeled off. Skills saw with the pen, I'm raw. Don't doubt D-boy, y'all gon' learn about that boy. He go hard. Ben Wallace. 10 haters got 10 Wallace. I came broken, I left ballin'. That's no joking. That's George calling, I'm here. Ain't that a fact? Lil' Pip boy, I kick it like Pack-a-Lack. We the rap pack, you a pack of rats. Get tracked into the crack like, oh, snap. Kush packs, cracker packs. Blowing up till the track collapse. With a white girl with the fattest ass. Break the ice, you catch a bash, yeah, fish in the barrel. Hood hippie apparel. See me on the beat like Christmas and Christians with carols. And it's the radical, tactical, magical, sagittal, suture splitter. Future spitter, boo. Here's a cheers to new beginnings. Boo the rapper, yeah. He who do it different than you. Who is this ludicrous rhymer spitting? Is written so smooth. When I seen some hustle money here. I've been ballin', getting buckets in the hood, homie. Say what you would about it. I know you thought you could, motherfucker, but you ain't cut like that. You's a bitch like that. You ain't from my cloth. Put the city on my back. Put that city on the map.
Welcome back to the Sausage. How's everybody doing? Tommy's over there looking at Facebook, not knowing what the F is going on. Dude,
This is cool, though. I do got a thing.
you're not even talking.
I do got a thing.
You got a thing. Great. Do us all a great big favor. The thing you should be worried about is go over to that Facebook.com like Tommy right now. Go to our Facebook group. Search Miserable Retail Slave on that Facebook.com. Mark Zuckerberg will thank you, and I will too. If you're on
Really?
that,
He will? Don't
yeah,
tell him
personally. if you're into that fucking Instagram, search Miserable Retail Slave, hashtag Miserable Retail Slave. You'll find me there. I'll look at your pretty pictures. I don't even give a care. In the meantime, you did hear that promo for live stream for The Cure 3. By the time you hear this, live stream for The Cure 3 will be on Friday. And we will be there too, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m.
Not this Friday. Oh, when this airs, it will be this Friday.
Why you a buffoon? So we hope to see you all there. The thing we're doing a Choose Your Own Adventure podcast. Your donations will choose what story we tell next. Also, I picked up a book of anecdotes, stupid jokes, and
Oh, yes, you
dumb
did.
facts for 50 cents at a flea market that Tommy and I stopped at. And for $2 a pop, I'll read something from that. They're all awful, but it's all totally worth it.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And it's all for cancer research. So why wouldn't you? Like I said, we're doing a Choose Your Own Adventure podcast. Like a donation of $5 will make us tell this story, and $10 will make us tell another story. And just pony up, because it's for a good cause, for crying out loud. The live stream for The Cure 3 will also be our official kickoff for our 7th season. So everybody that's listening now should be there then. That'll be on twitch.tv/epicfilmguys live. Miserable Retail Slave live May 17th, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Don't you fucking miss it. What do you got to say, funny boy?
Did you hear about Nick DiPaolo?
No, what happened to Nick DiPaolo?
So Nick DiPaolo put out a new, I think it's a new, it's a promo picture for his album, where he's flipping off like activists, and somebody has like a Me Too sign and like a woman and stuff.
Okay, so he's a real edgy boy.
Right.
Okay.
But one of the people he's flipping off was this black activist that got shot and killed last year. So people are just like,
oh no,
going crazy about it. And this lady, Shauna Jarrett.
Shauna Jarrett. You said that with a lot of stank in your voice.
Yeah. She's kind of attacked him about it, and he actually tracked her down, and kind of tried to be cool, but he's an idiot. I'm trying to find out what the first thing that happened, but anyway, his thing's called Nick DiPaolo, Breath of Fresh Air. And it's like a guy with a megaphone. It's all photoshopped, of course. He's flipping them off, and it's like a lady crying, a lady with her arms folded, a lady with a megaphone, a black activist guy that says Black Lives Matter. He's the guy that was actually killed, and then like a lady shouting, and there's a Me Too. So anyway, she kind of like roasted him about it, and he found her on Facebook and sent her a message that said, "Another unattractive woman who is mad at the world because of it and chooses to take it out on straight men. I'm twice as old as you and twice as relevant in our shared field. What's that feel like?" Her response, "I don't know, television's Nick DiPaolo. You're the one who tracked down a nobody to throw a pee pants tantrum about getting roasted, so you tell me how that feels. I've always thought that the snowflake thing was a story old hacks tell themselves to avoid writing fresh takes in a world that's moved on. But I guess some people are actually too sensitive for comedy. Anyway, sorry I shared your promotional materials." So that's pretty funny. Good for Nick DiPaolo.
Good for Nick DiPaolo.
I mean, not really, because now he's going to be even more irrelevant than he has been the past 10 years anyway.
Oh, snap. Oh, snap. You know what's relevant, Tommy?
What's that?
Finding love in this crazy, crazy world.
Oh, yeah. Tell me about that, Randy.
Oh, we're trying real hard. We try to do the world a service on a thing we call misconnections. Tell the people about misconnections, Tommy.
Misconnections is a thing through the Craigslist.com where if you're in a public place and you think you shared a connection with somebody, but you're too much of a coward to speak up and talk about it, you can go to the internet and write it all out and act like they're going to go there and read it and respond, because I'm sure that's never happened before. I just want to know what the percentage of misconnections that actually make it to the real world.
I would say the success rate of a misconnection is like less than 0%.
Yeah, it's got to be
can't-
like 0.0 something.
I can't imagine that anybody in their right mind ever checks You've got to have some sort of fucking ego to check misconnections to think that somebody might be writing about you.
Right. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, for sure. Like, oh, that girl that I think looked across the room at me. I think I better check Craigslist tonight.
Yeah. Like, there's some guys out there that was like, oh, yeah, that chick was digging my vibe. I bet she's on misconnections right now. Bet she's writing me a message. Hey, you were that douchebag with the stupid hair and the dumb shirt. I like your vibe, bro.
Yeah, she wasn't staring at you because she liked you. She was wondering why you're wearing a tap-out shirt from 2006.
Right. Nobody thinks you're cool anymore with your bedazzled ass jeans there.
Oh, using one of my lines. I like it.
Yeah. Misconnections, Tommy. These are real. We don't invent them.
Right.
These are real things that real people write, trying to find their
Lost beloved.
lost soulmate. Do you believe in soulmates, Tommy?
No.
No.
And I'll tell you one of the funniest things about it is, remember The Far Side?
Yeah, The Far Side.
Was
yeah.
it Gary Larson?
Yeah,
Yeah. I can't remember what teacher it was, but my teacher had a calendar on her desk, and each one was like a different Far Side,
So you're basing your opinion on soulmates based on a
Gary Larson. Yeah.
Gary Larson Far Side comic calendar on your teacher's desk.
Yeah.
Was this high school?
Yeah, or late middle school. Yeah.
Even better, late middle school.
But it was a picture
Perfect.
of a Dilbert-looking guy
Sure.
in front of a computer, and the computer says no matches. And it said, unbeknownst to Jim, his soulmate's from Guatemala.
Oh, that's funny.
Right. Lives in Guatemala. Right.
I
So
like
I
that.
always, that just immediately like, oh, yeah, of course.
But online dating wasn't around when you were in middle school.
Yeah, so it must have been high school. Yeah. But it was early high school, probably 10th grade, 11th grade. Yeah.
Huh, interesting. I think you're making shit up now.
No, this is
Okay.
definitely, I'm sure if you Google Far Side Gary Larson, you'll find it.
I'm not going to do any
Unbeknownst
such
to
thing.
Jim, his soulmate lives in Guatemala.
If I Google anything, it'll be miserable retail slave to subscribe to this podcast.
To the Patreon?
To the Patreon. To give us all the money. Tommy needs money because he's a shit asshole that works at a poopy job. So
I do.
get him money. He hates comedy now. He doesn't want to do that.
I do.
Tommy's just a lost soul swimming in a fish bowl
Year
after year. What are you going to do with yourself? You don't like anything
I
anymore.
don't know. Maybe nothing.
Why are you an extreme misanthrope? What went wrong? You have the world by the balls. You're living your dream. You became a headliner, which was like a goal of yours.
That was the only goal. I think that was the problem.
And now all of a sudden, like you've got a beautiful family, you've got a house, you've got vehicles, you've got, I don't know,
All right. Well, that's the thing.
some sort of
I
health.
don't need comedy.
Oh, you don't need comedy.
Mm-mm.
You need more strife in your life.
No,
apparently.
I need more family time.
more family time. You've been saying that for years now.
Right.
Okay.
But I've hit my goal in comedy, so bye-bye.
Bye-bye comedy. It's time for more family.
Yeah.
Ironically, the girls could care less about you now because they're older.
That's not true.
It's totally...
Why did the 11-year-old ask me to be their chaperone?
You're
for
not
Cedar
allowed to
Point?
say the names?
No. That's my rule.
Say the names. Say the names. I'm not gonna edit that. So
Well,
go
then
fuck
you're
yourself.
going to have hell to pay with the beloved.
Hell to pay.
And I quit.
Okay, good. By the way, I was on Epic Film Guys. At this point, it will have been the last week's episode, and I made 2 huge announcements.
Oh, boy. I bet you people cared.
People actually listen to Epic Film Guys, so yeah.
Oh, well, that's true. But I bet you they didn't care about your announcement.
Yeah, they did. They totally did. I announced.
They did. They totally did.
They totally did. Are you kidding me? I announced that our second podcast, someone's favorite movie
Oh,
podcast,
shit.
will be released finally on June 1st.
Wow, you just gave up on getting more episodes.
And my part of the announcement was that as well as me and Tommy doing that show, Jake and Tom are also doing the show with me because Tommy can't be bothered most days to do it. He hates it.
Right.
He doesn't like it. He doesn't like his fans. He doesn't like podcasting. He doesn't like movies. So Jake and Tom from Jake and Tom Conquer the World will be rotating co-host on that program, which is exciting and fun because I get to talk to Tomco more.
Yeah.
So
Tomco Tuesday.
And I don't have to deal with Tommy anymore, which is perfect. Hopefully Tomco takes over on this show too. And
please.
Yeah, you wish. You wish, buddy. Misconnections. Pregnant brunette at Panera, Farmington Hills, Michigan.
$10 says she wasn't pregnant.
Oh, snap. You ever walk up to a girl and say, hey, when you do?
No, but
You ever
a
make that
comedian
mistake?
did that the other night at a show, and I was laughing so hard.
In real life?
Yeah.
Wow.
She laughed, though. She's like, I'm not pregnant.
Oh, God. That's the worst. Pregnant brunette at Panera. The pregnant brunette at Panera on Grand River. Our eyes locked. You turned and looked as I did once we passed. Wow, what a sentence. Let me try to say this again, you wordsmith. You fucking Shakespeare of misconnections. Our eyes locked. You turned and looked as I did once we passed each other. And you made a kissy motion with your lips. You ever make a kissy motion with your lips?
Never in my life.
Man. You just did it, though, when you said never in my life.
I went,
Yeah. Oh, gross.
I didn't go.
Oh. How has anybody ever kissed you in real life? That's gross. You made a kissy motion with your lips. A very nice baby bump.
Ew.
Should have got your number. There's just so many things wrong with this.
Very nice.
Like,
baby.
I don't even know where to begin with this.
Fellas got a thing for pregnant chicks.
How is that a fetish, though?
I don't know.
How is that a fetish?
I don't know how, but I'm sure it is.
Oh, it certainly is. It's got to be, right?
I think people that only have fetishes know why the fetishes are the fetish.
This is true. That sentence makes perfect sense if you rewind it and play it back one more time. Remember that one time that I saw that girl on online dating who was pregnant? I was like, oh, I could be the maybe daddy.
Yo, the maybe daddy. That was the
maybe
name of
daddy.
the episode.
Yeah. Yeah. There was a girl on online dating. I'm like, well, if I send a message, I could probably sort of be the daddy because she said he's no longer in the picture. I could be the maybe daddy.
The maybe daddy.
And then I was like, well, what do I do when we're dating and, you know, she's 6 months pregnant and eventually she'll be 9 months pregnant. Like when she's in labor and goes to the hospital, I got to be there.
You take off.
You got to take off, right? Like, am I required to be there at the hospital when the baby's born? I
The
don't
baby
know.
daddy
It's a
and
lot
the
of
baby
stress.
daddy's gone.
Yeah, Jesus.
She needs a staby daddy.
Yeah. Very nice baby bump. I should have got your number. Like, what? How is this a best case scenario for you? Like, how is this going to work out well in your favor?
I'm telling you.
You're either going to get your ass beat by her baby daddy, or you're going to end up being a father, or she's going to go into labor. No, she's not. You're not that good at sex. Like, I don't understand. Like, why?
He hey-girled Hayed.
He hey-girled Hayed at poor little Todd in her womb, and that's gross. When you hey-girl hey at a pregnant woman, you're also hey-girl haying at her fetus, and that makes you the sickest person anyone's ever seen.
Like, hey, you need a stepdaddy?
Yeah. I'll be a real great stepdaddy for you, Todd. Hey girl, hey, if we hit it off, can I name the baby? I want to name the baby Dane. What?
Name it after my Uncle Chuck.
We can call him Charles if you want, but I prefer Chuck.
What do you say, Chuck? Like tapping the
Hey, Chuck, you like that? I think once we get comfortable with each other, I can start calling him Chaz. Misconnection, Tommy.
All right.
You are going to be our donor. Troy, Michigan, USA. This looks like a sad story. I just looked at two words and I'm like, oh, this might be sad. You met with myself and my husband about a year ago about being a sperm donor. As my husband was injured in an accident and unable to father any children.
Ooh.
Oh, man. Sack attack.
Fence post, huh?
Fence post. Broke that hymen.
Oh.
That'll do it every time. How many hymens been broke because of a fence post? And balls. We had decided... God damn it. Why do we do this? We had decided to go through with everything via natural process. We had exchanged all important medical information, and you just disappeared. That's what happens when you meet a rando stranger in public and is like, hey, can I take your sperm?
Yeah, but natural process, so they were going to bang it out.
They were going to bang that shit out. Dude got really nervous about it, apparently.
It's like, oh.
Anyhow, to refresh your memory, we met you through some friends at our local gym. And again, on a kayaking trip. Brother, I like the way you work those oars. Will you father my child? We are still very much interested, and I'm currently under the care of a good fertility physician. Please contact us if you are still interested.
It sounds like she's really interested.
I know. She wants to get banged so bad by this dude.
She's like, please, my husband's doesn't work.
Oh, God damn it.
It's terrible.
God damn it. Here it is. You and I would have made a beautiful baby given our athletic backgrounds and physical appearances.
She totally wants to bang this dude, and he knew it. And so he was like,
He got scared.
Well, he probably didn't want to ruin a marriage.
Well, he's a good boy because this woman, holy crap, she got a free pass. She got a hall pass, and she's like, I'm going to take advantage of this. Like, don't run away. I think she's kind of egotistical, too. Like, your physical appearances. Let me be the judge of that. Let me see a picture or something.
If you're on Misconnections.
Yeah, really. You're searching for that donor on Misconnections when you met through some friends at your local gym on a fucking kayaking trip.
Then why don't you go back to your gym?
Or
talk to the local
Talk
friends.
to your pals
Right,
from that kayaking trip. How hard...
Right. Hey, where's Steve been?
I guarantee you're on this Misconnections, you're going to get so many donors. You're not going to know what to do. You can have all the babies you want. Everybody will put a baby up inside you
Maybe
right
that's
now.
maybe that's her angle. Maybe she's like, hey, honey, I'm just going to
90-degree angle.
see if old Gary's on Misconnections.
Ew. If you allow a Gary to father your children, you're doing life wrong.
That's why I chose it.
So many Garys have been given a free pass, and
But
I say,
what's better than a Randy?
nothing. Nothing.
I feel like Gary and Randy can be brothers.
Different. There's never been a handsome Gary. This face, proof of a handsome Randy.
You're right. Gary Sinise, not handsome. Good actor.
No. Fucking Lieutenant Dan. Shut up. Yeah. So, Misconnections, we're trying. So, if you want to donate sperm to some woman in Troy, Michigan, send it via postal service.
You got to have an athletic build.
Have an athletic build, put it in a jar, send it her way. Maybe
No,
she'll
she
use
wants
it.
natural process.
Well, I
You
don't
got to
know.
meet up with her at the Big Beaver Road.
Oof.
That's Troy.
Gross.
It is.
It's all of a sudden a penthouse forum here. How did this happen? This has been the Miserable Retail Slay Show. We thank you so much for tuning in this week, and we hope you'll join us for live stream for The Cure 3. In the meantime, tell all your friends to listen, subscribe on the Apple Podcast or Spotify. We're getting a lot of Spotify listeners, which is great because I feel like Spotify is the hip thing to do.
Okay. Good.
So tell your friends to listen on Spotify or like subscribe on. I don't know if you can. I'm sure you can subscribe on Spotify. So do that. We're also on YouTube and that
Stitcher.
tube and your mom's tube and Stitcher as well. Check me out on the Epic Film Guys. A few weeks ago, I was on Robin Slim. Tommy was on something.
Sitting down with stand-ups.
Sitting-
Sitting down with stand-ups.
Yeah, so we're whores. We get around. So listen to us in all the places. Tell all your friends to listen to us in all the places. But more importantly, listen at this place. And our new spinoff podcast, too, coming soon. Someone's favorite movie podcast, June 1st. We thank you all very, 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 very much. We'll see you next time.
Bye.